There it is. We're live. We're live. Um, I'm gonna do what I do. I put that mic away. I'm gonna leave that mic for. I'm gonna leave the mic for the. Ooh, almost knocked my light over. Uh, I'm gonna leave that mic for the podcast because I don't want it all up in my space right here when we doing this right here, and it's you and us and you and me and you and I don't want it all up in here. So I'm gonna leave that for when I do the podcast because that seems to be more appropriate for that type of mic that has to be in the shot and close to my mouth to catch everything. So I'm gonna do what I do. My name is Bess Parks. I'm the founder of Single Moms Level Up. I like to say hashtag Single Moms Level Up, and the private Facebook group, the Single Moms Club. So we are on day 5. We're on day 5. I'm trying to get this thing to. Okay, so I can hear myself, so you guys can hear me. It's broadcasting. So we're on day 5 of this event, this Single Moms event. And we have these events once a month. I was calling them challenges because a lot of these things are challenges that us single moms go through. But a lot of times, we usually feel like we're going through it ourselves. We usually feel like we're going through it ourselves. So I wanted to have this a time when, you know, 5 days, and 5 days because I spread the information, the event out because I know that as single moms, we don't always get big chunks of time to ourselves. So I was like, 30 minutes should be good. And if you do get a big chunk of time, over the weekend, you can binge watch and watch the whole thing in about 2.5 hours because it's only 30-minute sessions. Did that. We do this once a month, and we talk about some subject that was brought up, in the questions that I ask you guys when you enter into the Single Moms Club. Sorry, that was that wasn't meant to happen. I didn't mean to do that. Let me move that out of the way. I'm trying to. Okay, there. Okay, trying to bring that light up so it's not glaring in my glasses so much, even though my glasses are quite big, Um, but um, but yeah, so we have these events once a month. I was calling them challenges, but I think some of the single moms are having issues with a challenge. What single mom wants to have more challenges, but it was to how we work through these challenges that's important, and if we walk through it with community and other people that we can bounce ideas off of, share our experiences. You can hear somebody else's experience. That's why I'm saying, when you come in and you give your takeaways or you ask questions in the comments, um, um, you know, um, or you participate in the comments, and you like and share and all that stuff. That helps other single moms to know what's going on. Oh, okay, maybe I should look at this because there's a lot of likes on it, or hey, there's some comments on this. Let me check this out and read the comments, and it might be something that could help somebody else. That's the thing with single moms, because single motherhood seems to be, it is not, but it seems to be a very lonely journey. But that's only like something that's in our minds, and that's something that society tries to make us think, is that it is a lonely journey. Yes, in the beginning, really the baby just needs you, especially if you're breastfeeding. You're the only one that could do that. But that I don't know why this thing always reminds me after I've already started that I remember you got an event. But anyway, sorry, that was such a squirrel moment. But anyway, so yeah, so once a month we have these, events. single mom events, and that's what we're going to call them now, is single mom events. And we were going to start holding them only in the single moms club. So YouTube, if you're watching live on YouTube, know that this is the last time that we will be running the single mom events challenges in on YouTube. We are going to switch everything to only run in the single moms club. So you need to be a member of the single moms club. That's a good thing, because that's also going to qualify you for the single mom queen kit giveaway. So when well, you have an opportunity to qualify for that if you like, you share, or you comment with your takeaways and questions and conversation. Then you get more of an opportunity to have an to be able to win the single mom queen kit. Of course, there's rules to that. So if you have won a single mom queen kit in the past 90 days, you have to have not won a single mom queen kit in the past 90 days. We want to give every single mom possible that wants to participate an opportunity to win a single mom queen kit. Then you also have to be a member of the single mom club private Facebook group in order to win. And you have to like, comment, and share. That's the only way it will be registered at, and of me. Okay, there we go. So I know you see it scrolling at the bottom, but an opportunity was introduced yesterday for you to be a part of the Single Moms Level Up membership group. Not for everybody. Totally understand that. It's not for everybody. It's a paid membership group. We are in contact with each other on a weekly basis instead of just once a month. We have other and especially together, whether they be whether they be virtual or in person, if we're all in the same spot. But that will be out there, because we can have meetups in all different all different parts of the you know that's horrible. Okay, there we go. So sorry. So we have members that are over in Hawaii, they're in London, we have Australia, we have Nigeria, I believe. We have I believe it was Jamaica. We've got people all over the United States, on the West Coast, the East Coast, Central America, of course, down here, down south, Texas, and places like that. So we got people, all single moms, all over the place. And so, if there's some type of event that's going on in your area, by all means, we can get some single moms that are part of the Single Moms Level Up private, Facebook group, that are part of the Single Moms Club, that you guys can meet up in your area and attend events together. And that's to help us, so that we know that we're not alone, have somebody else to communicate with in regards to the single motherhood journey. That's one of the best things ever. I had a memory show up in my phone that reminded me of when I went out to California for my birthday. I'm originally from California, born and raised. And I went back to California for my birthday, and I spent some time with what I realized after, towards the end, or yeah, after when I was on my way home. I was like, wait a minute, all of us were single moms at one point, some single moms at one point in time. The one single mom that is married now and has been married for quite some time, she had a long period of time while she was a single mom. So she knows that journey, and then she also knows being a mom with a husband that helps her, with raising her daughter. So she knows both sides of that. So, but I was like, wow, we were all single moms, and so when I um opened up about some things that I was going on in my life with my kids and them growing and stuff. The three other moms have kids that are much older than mine. And so they had that whole experience. And say like, oh, yeah, this, that, it was, they made me feel so much better that it wasn't just me going through it by myself. It was a good thing. So anyway, the subject for this will it do that? Okay, yeah. So the subject or the session topic is money talks. So we're talking about money because with single moms, it is the what society sees as single moms as always being struggling. So it is a struggle in the beginning, especially if we don't have financial literacy. You know, so me myself, I didn't have financial literacy. I knew the basics, but I didn't totally understand what I was doing. So financial literacy, this is what I call financial literacy. I'm sure there's more to it and a technical definition for it, but financial literacy is more than just knowing how to balance your checkbook, knowing how to pay your bills on time, knowing to have a savings account. It goes beyond that. How many savings accounts do you have? Do you have just one savings account? What about a savings account for Christmas? What about a savings account for vacation and not lumping all that stuff together? What about a savings account for clothing? You know, for clothing for the kids or clothing for yourself. What about a savings account for that, where everything goes into its own separate account? So what I found is that, and this is through my study and what I have. When I realized that I did not have financial literacy, I went and looked for the information, and so I came across this couple. They're called His and Her Money. They are on YouTube. Um, they're on Instagram too, but they have a YouTube channel, and they talk about all kinds of financial things, and they have special guests on and everything. Here's the thing with them is that they paid off a 30-year mortgage in 5 years. 30-year mortgage in 5 years. To me, I was like, dang, you doing something if you paying off a 30-year mortgage in 5 years. I was like, a little something, something. So yeah, go over and check them out. That's His and Her Money. And there's a hisandhermoney.com. But if you look up His and Her Money YouTube channel, you'll find all the videos that are on there and all the people that they had on, CPAs and all of that. I went searching for that and found quite a few people. And of course, once you look up one person, then it just opens up the door for other people that have financial education or some financial experience that they could share with you. So I also realized that there's more to an accountant than just being a CPA, that there's certain ones that specialize in wealth building, and generational wealth, and people that understand that. Some of them don't. They only do taxes and that's it. So we got to ask questions when it comes to that. Because also, if you're trying to have a side business or a side hustle, or you want to be an entrepreneur and have your own entrepreneurial business going, you need to have a CPA that knows how to manage those type of accounts, and that can help you to build wealth and help you do a savings and all of that stuff. um so so um so okay, I'm sorry, there's some other noise going on in my house. I had to listen to what was happening, but anyway, Everybody's safe. It's all good. But a savings account. So I didn't know this. So I didn't know that when they say pay yourself first, I thought that meant, oh, pay myself first so I can go spend that money. That's not what they're talking about. That's not what they were talking about. They're talking about pay yourself first, meaning you pay yourself first by getting a savings account going. Pay yourself first by investing in some things that will help you grow in your finances, or and or your mental, your mental uh health. That's what I was trying to say. I would say, well, your mental health, things that will help you grow. And that's paying yourself is investing in yourself. So I was like, how do I do that as a single mom? I keep trying to, get a savings account, but stuff, comes up or whatever and all that stuff, but I didn't understand it. So it finally came to me through watching a lot of these education, uh, um, uh, a lot of these informative, things about that, and it's through His and Her Money, where I found out that it would work better. Hold on, my grandson is crying. I want to see if his mom is gonna get him, or if I need to go get him. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
No. Okay. Um. Anyway, she's got him. So I had to stop. I had to see if my grandbaby's okay. So anyway, I found out that one of the ways to do it is to do a savings account is to have two separate accounts. Me myself, I had learned that I needed to have that I had learned it before previously to have accounts in different banks, not in the same bank. Um, for me, in my account, I have a savings account, which it has some limitations on it. It's got limitations on it. It can only be used in a grocery store. Um, because they asked me, and it was I did it at a credit union, and so they asked me, how will you be using this card? So I had went in there with an intention, and I said, well, I'm probably only going to use it for groceries, because at the time I was putting my grocery money in that account, and then my other account was to pay my bills. A major brand bank, major name, brand name bank. And I put that there, and that had like the Visa or MasterCard logo on it, and I could use it wherever I need to use it. And that was basically my bill money. So I was using money from both accounts. And recently, what I've done was I switched that how I do this. So now the all my I don't know why I'm having a little difficulty talking today, but all my bills and my groceries and things that I have to pay, whatever comes out of one account. And now I intentionally have some money direct deposited into this savings account. And that's the other thing. It is only a savings account. It is not a checking account. It's not connected to a checking account. And that's what I've done. Let me tell you, it's already started helping me. I've been doing it for um when did I start doing that? I might have started doing that earlier this year, or towards the end of last year, and I started having a certain amount go over there. And uh in your thing, in your on your work thing. I don't know why I'm having an issue talking. On your paperwork in your work, you can have direct deposit, and you can have this percentage go to that account, this percentage go to that account. I think a lot of them you could do up to three accounts, but for sure two accounts, because I've done two accounts. So I've asked them to put 5% over here, and 95% over here. I got a raise. I increased that. So now I said put 10% over here and 90% over there. So every time I get a raise, I increase my savings. So that helped me so much. because I ended up having to use it because I had some car issues. So where I have been experiencing the struggle was with things that pop up unexpectedly, and then I need to pay for it, and then I have to pay that, and then how I pay for it is by robbing Peter to pay Paul, and that's not working. I'm tired of being that way, and so had switched and moved to doing this way, doing things this way with my finances, and it's helped me so much. So I don't focus on that account. I leave it alone. I don't check to see what's in that account. I just leave it, but if I have an emergency, that's what that account is. It's an emergency fund. Um, for things that come up. And now I have something that's an emergency fund that I was not planning to use anywhere else because it is already being set aside. So I had some car issues, and something came up. I went to the account, had no clue what was in there, and I was able to pay for it. Well, the car had another issue, and then I went back to the account, um, because I now I had gotten a receipt and I know that I can pay for it through that account. I wasn't happy with it because it almost depleted my savings account, but my check was still going there. My check was still going there. Check was still going there, and I'm not checking to see what it is. I only keep track of my account that I pay my bills out of. And what I will do is, on my payday, I'll call and find out what's in my bank account. So I used to think people that used to constantly check their bank account, I was like, what are you, paranoid or something? Why are you checking your bank account so much? But now I understand they're managing their money. And I was like, oh, that's what good stewardship is. And like people kept saying stewardship, and I was like, well, that's servitude, right? Servitude. I was like, no, but it's managing your money well. And the only way you can manage it is if you know what's there. Okay, so now I'm starting to get so I have my account to see. There we go. Every day, yeah, every few days, I check my account to see where my bank account is, and I have a stopping point. Okay, my account, I need to stop spending. You know, but I also know that hey, I need $40 for gas every week because I know that that's what my gas is. A good way to start is we need to know where we are. I used to be afraid to know where I was because I knew I owed a lot of money. Um, it ain't nothing. Oh, how and things like that, some medical bills, but I know I owe some things. And so it's a lot more than what I used to owe when I was in my 20s or whatever, and I didn't know how to handle a credit card. And also let people talk me into doing stuff, because they knew I had credit cards and I could bust out and pay for something because they would see me pay for my stuff. So when we went out to eat or whatever, I would pay for my stuff with a card, and it was a credit card. And so people were paying attention to what I was doing. And so you know how it is when you young and stuff. People play dumb, they don't bring their money with them, and then now we got a bill and they know I got a credit card. Oh, I'll pay you back, and it don't happen. you know it's that kind of stuff. I was like, you play with me like that now, I'll be like, oh well, I can't help you. If it's not part of my budget and I don't have the room or the capacity to do that. you know um that's not how that works. But now we got Cash App and whatever else, and so you hope somebody would Cash App you. Oh, I got the money, I left it at home, blah blah blah. Okay, so when you get home, you need to Cash App me that money. They don't do it, then now you know. So there's a lot of things that we can do. It's There's so much that we can't talk about it in 30 minutes, but like I said, go to His and Her Money. They're good with the finances. They'll introduce you to some other people. There's some single moms that have done some things where they paid out some debts. There's a single mom that I know that she was a single mom, but she's married now. And she was talking about how, her and her husband had hit a rough patch in her life. She's like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to go and do my own thing. And she went to go to, um, go to, find an apartment and everything. And they ran her credit and be like, baby, we can't do that because your credit ain't, that's not going to get it. And so she realized she can't even leave if she wanted to. And so she realized that she needed to get her financial house in order. And so she went on a journey, and now she's actually represented a company that helped her. And so she's doing very well in it. She's climbed up the ladder in it. Matter of fact, she's done so well, she's left her corporate job, and now that's what she does full time. Is She is a um, financial literacy coach. And so that's what she does. So we had her on one time, and she told us about some things. She had put something on Instagram. um and her name is I think it's Penelope Lashon on Instagram. And so anyway, so she put some things on there. She put something on there, and it said a way to raise your credit score is to, when you have a bill, pay it on the say if the bill was due on the 30th or something. So you pay the bill on the 15th, you pay half the bill on the 15th, and you pay half the bill on the 30th. That comes off as two payments. So it boosts your credit score by doing that. If you can do that, that's something that you could do. If you can wrap your mind around that, you could do that. So for me, that doesn't quite work because the way I get a base pay and then commission, but my commission only comes once a month. So I can't totally do that. Um, I'm sure I can work some other way of doing that, but I have taken on the savings portion. That's where I'm at right now in my journey with financial literacy is that. And I know that when I get an opportunity, I will get a self-directed IRA account, one with a company that will allow me to invest in some real estate investments and be a part of that and fund those so that I can receive the interest and the dividends that come out of these funding these real estate investment projects. And so I know that that's a possibility too. There's a company called Quest here in Texas. I believe there's just in Texas, maybe someplace else, maybe one or two other places, but they're not countrywide, but they will work with people outside of the state as well. And you can have accounts. I believe you can have accounts there. But that's Quest, self-directed IRAs. You can probably Google that, and they'll come up, and they're in Texas. So if they're not in Texas, then that's not the company. So, but look for Texas because that's the main office. So, there's a lot of things that we could do as single moms in order to increase and multiply our income. We could also get another job. We can also get something that does passive income that doesn't require us to do so much on the outside, but we have to set that passive income up so that it works. And then also, marketing for that is required, and we could set that up where it does it on its own as well. um, and we could do that on our own social media sites. I have a I was going to say I used to give away a resource guide, but if you would like to buy that resource guide, it is available on my in my shop, and it's on my link. I'll drop the link in the Single Moms Club, and then I'll also drop it on the YouTube page, and it's the link to my shop, to my shop. I don't know what they call those things. I'm still learning the terminology with all this stuff, but I know that I have an online store. There we go. It's the link to my online store where you can buy those digital products, and it's that's there. The journaling focus guide is in there. You can purchase that. The resource guide is in there, which has all the links to all types of resources for finances, for a homeschooling program, for books, for all kinds of things, for entrepreneurship books. Some of them are free books too, and so you get an opportunity to do that. But for counseling, if you need somebody to talk to, don't be ashamed. It's all good. Your mental health is important, just as important as your physical health. And yeah, so there we go with our finances, you guys. I hope that helps a little bit. I know it's only 30 minutes and I kind of rattled off a lot of things, but you can always go back and watch this. Know that the videos, all of 5 days of the videos, the official event is over, but I leave the videos up until Tuesday. Tuesday will be when I will choose the Single Mom Queen Kit winner, and I will announce that on both platforms, in the Single Moms Club private Facebook group, and also on Single Moms Level Up YouTube page. And again, know that the YouTube page is going to be changing to a podcast. It's going to change to a podcast, and it'll still be Single Moms Level Up podcast now. And we'll start having podcasts once a week on the Single Moms Level Up YouTube page. And so you'll be able to listen to that podcast, and we'll have some discussion topics. And we'll probably cover some of the topics that we already covered in the Single Moms Club, just in 30-minute sessions as well. And we'll have some things going on over there. So thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching the replays. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for your comments and your takeaways. That helps in the conversation, that makes this fun. It doesn't make it where it's all about me all the time and I'm the one talking all the time. We can have this conversation with each other. No matter where you are in the world, you can put a comment in here. It always notifies me, and so that we can start this conversation, and so that we don't have to walk this journey as single moms alone. This is our assignment for the time that it is for us to raise and guide our children. And yes, once after they're 18, it doesn't mean that you're done and it's over with. It's just it's not as much, and now you have more free time to do what it is that you are being set up to do as a single mother. Single mothers do a lot of the same things that CEOs do. We make decisions, we make them quick, we stick with our decisions. We do make a lot of decisions just as CEOs do, and I think that's what we are being prepared to be. Whether it's a CEO running your own company or a CEO in the position that you are in your company, so that you can level up in that company or level up as an entrepreneur. However you do it, just do it well. Hashtag Single Moms Level Up. Thanks for watching live, and thanks for watching tonight. Hope this helps you guys, and whatever you would like to share in the comments, feel free to do so. Much love. Bye. I'm hungry. I need to eat dinner.